vision for the family fun groups came about because we wanted to create a safe space for parents to come along and work with their children in school, so that we were making the home-school links and building on the relationships there. To reach the parents that we want to engage the most, the team kind of have a chat and we talk about the people that we feel need that little bit extra support. We also speak to the teachers a lot and other members of staff in the school to get a bigger picture of what's going on with our families. We've worked really hard to engage those parents that weren't engaging before and finding it difficult to come across the door, and that's something that has been a really positive experience for a lot of them and getting them to start coming along to things that we're doing.
In the morning we collect the parents down at reception. They come in and have like tea and toast. We all kind of have a sit and have a chat about it, and then the kids come in and we have like a planned activity that we do. So it could be like making Play-Doh, doing some arts and crafts. We go out and walk. Sometimes we have visitors in. Like towards the end we have like a story and a bit of like chill out time before they go back to class. So we'll set out the activity, but we kind of take a wee step back as well and let parents and children have that time together, but obviously we interact like where appropriate.
So as a team we were already providing family fun groups, and these were mainly for identified families that we were identifying with Primary 1, but we really wanted to reach as many families as possible throughout the school, and the only way to do that was to try and open the doors to everyone. So the RACI group for parental engagement was already well established, so we planned a programme of event within the RACI groups. So one event might be on a Monday 1 month, and then the next time it's on a Wednesday, at different times as well, so that we were trying to get as many parents as possible, because we're very aware that some parents work on an evening, some parents work on a day. We've had quite a lot of events throughout our time running the family learning nights. We've had a Scots supper and a story event, we've had STEAM events, we've had a clubber size event where we all got to come in our gym gear and get our glow sticks on. We've had family games night, which was supported by the Active Start team. We've had family quiz nights, family picnics, so quite a wide range of events throughout the year.
The benefits that we've seen so far is there's a lot more parents coming over the door. A lot of them are engaged in learning. They'll complete tasks that go home. We're seeing lots and lots more engagement from parents, and in our groups we're seeing the confidence growing.
It helps build that relationship even more, I think.
We've had quite a few partners in throughout the last couple of years, both in family fun groups, in our calendar of events throughout the year, and also in our parent only group as well. We've had an ex-teacher in who's provided a Scots story for the family learning. We've had Active Start staff in to help with family games night. We've had Dylan in who provided some exercise classes. We've had a local clubber size teacher in doing clubber size. A whole range. We've also liaised with NHS Scotland, and Sleep Scotland are hopefully coming in as well, and a local businesswoman. We've got really good links with her.
The impact on children's learning has really been that they're more settled in class and ready to learn. And those parents wanted to be notified a bit more of what was going on. At the time we were using group call, due to budgets and costing and things like that, we had to look at ways of using something else to contact parents a bit more regularly.
I think the relationships between parents and children and staff has been the biggest result of family fun groups. Parents are much more open with the staff. They feel like they can come and talk to us about issues, and they're not being judged. It's in a non-judgmental way. Some of our parents that have come out to parent group as well, like when they've been, especially when we had the local businesswoman in, she was telling them about her life, and her life hadn't been easy, and a lot of their lives hadn't been easy, but she has been able to come through that and come to the other side. So it's even just having that mentality that yes, I could go and do something like that. So it's definitely helped with her confidence.
My favourite part, I think, would be just seeing like families progress. I think a lot of the time there's this fear of coming in, and they're unsure and they're nervous and nobody's talking. A nice atmosphere, and it takes that like worried feeling away, and it's nice to see like in the first week everyone's a bit unsure, and as the weeks go on it's just nice to see people relax, get confident, enjoy themselves, and actually they're a wee bit sad when it's finished. The parents, they would say like some of the comments, feedback that we've had, that it's made them feel less isolated. They've got new friendships, relationships with other parents. It's made things better at home because they're hearing the language that we're using in school. They're seeing things through play that we are doing that they can implement at home as well. So all the feedback we've had has been really positive.
When we started this 18 months ago, we weren't sure who was going to come. We weren't sure what it was going to look like. The first few times that we tried to invite people, there was this stigma of, what do I need to come to a parent group for? I'm not a bad parent.
Yeah.
What you try to say about me? Who are you anyway, and why are you phoning me? We did have those barriers, but we very quickly broke those down. And as some of the parents have said, we feel like a family. It's developed on its own. We had a vision for it, and we continue to have a vision for it, and there's always things that we want to do, and there's always more and other ideas that we have, but it just seems to naturally progress and build on itself. Schools who are struggling to engage families need to think about who their families are, what they already know about them, and they need to ask their families what it is that they're looking for. They need to speak to some of them and say, what do you think the barriers are, and then work out ways to try and get around that. And I think they need to have a team approach like we've had. When there's one person leading it, it can become really difficult. There's so much to do, there's so many people that you need to speak to, so many things you need to organise, and having our team has been invaluable to us, and we love working together.
We do.